coverage of Clemson at Death Valley all season. Coach Swinney's going to have some introductory comments. Following that, we'll take questions from the room, and if time permits, we'll take questions virtually via Zoom at the end. So, Coach, when you're ready, take it away.
All right, man. That was a long game. I don't know how long that game was, but it seemed forever. But what a great football game. What a great win for our guys. Special day, and for a lot of reasons, it's a great home finish for this team to finish 6-1 at home, and the way they battled, and it's a great finish for our seniors. You know, there's nothing better than those guys being able to walk off that field one last time, a winner, and you know, that's 3 in a row, and that's 3 turnover margins that we've won in a row, and that's 3 wins in a row, and it's amazing the correlation there. But we're playing our best football, and it's fun to watch. I'm really just proud of these guys, man. A lot of good things, you know, just that you have to do to win football games. And, man, it was awesome. Our fans were awesome. It was just awesome, and I'm thankful for that. In fact, right before I came over here, I was reading, I think it was on ESPN or something, there was an article about, I don't know, one of the fan bases in another place, nobody there, nobody at the game or whatever. And, man, you know, it's special. I think we are 68-3 in our last 71 here at home, and our fans they do their part up above and beyond, and it was awesome today. I mean, it was. I think there were 5 offsides, 4 in the second half, and so our fans were awesome. Just so much fun to be able to you know, do something that you love to do in an environment like that. It was great, and just hats off to them. Great day. Defensively, we've been a little bit, obviously, but I mean, that's the 3rd best offense in the country coming in here, and obviously that quarterback's pretty dang special, and running back, receiver, they got a lot. And we gave up some yards, but they were 6th in the country in 3rd down, and they finished up 29%, so 4-14 on 3rd down. I think that's Drake May's lowest completion percentage of his career. We turned them over. That's 3 games in a row. We've had 3 takeaways. That's the best way to win the margin, is to go get them. And so we were able to do that. And I'm really just proud of our defense. It was awesome. 4 sacks. You know, a lot of guys making plays. And, man, just, you know, big turnover in the red zone. And the play by Nate was, I mean, that was unbelievable. It was just – that's one of the greatest football plays I've ever seen. I mean, it was special to watch. And, you know, I always talk to these guys, you know, about, you know, whatever you do, you should do it in a way that inspires others. You know, whether you're playing football, whether you're, you know, covering football, you know, whether you're whatever, you should do it in a way that inspires other people by how you do what you do. And, man, that was inspiring. That was just inspiring. I mean, just tip your hat. I don't know how much ground he made up, but the only thing that I've seen live like that was when I was playing in the Sugar Bowl in National Championship in '93, when I literally saw George Teague run and take the ball and turn around and go the other way. I mean, it's just one of those things that happen. You go like, that just happened, because that kid can fly. I mean, I can't wait to get the GPS data on just how fast he was running. But it's special, and it was inspiring. And you know what happened? We went on a 80-yard touchdown drive. And, you know, just that kind of lit the fire for us and really got us going. And I'm just really proud of these guys. Trotter had another sack. That's 3 games in a row. He's had a sack. I mean, you see a lot of freshmen making plays. Peter Woods with the caused fumble. 12 came up with the recovery. Just a lot of good stuff. Aiden had 3 punts of 50-plus. We made a big field goal that turned out to be big there at the end. You know, Robert Gunn kicked them all out, and then offensively, hey, we were balanced, 200 again. You know, 240-something yards rushing. Will Shipley, you hate him, but you love him. You know, you want to kill him, and then you just want to just kiss him. So, I mean, it's just, man, I like it when he's mad, though. Good stuff happens when he's mad. I mean, what a performance. Obviously, the fumble was disappointing and a critical moment for us. We had a lot of momentum. But, man, 120-something yards rushing, 53 yards receiving. And, I mean, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon a few times. I mean, you just couldn't tackle him. I mean, you couldn't tackle him. Just really proud of him. Mafah, again, 80-something yards, a touchdown. How about that 4th and 1? I mean, just great grit to go get it. A lot of big plays. I thought Cade, he was 66%, another really, really good game. That's back-to-back really, really good performances, and he was huge with his legs today. That was a big difference in the game. A lot of guys touched the ball. Brenny with another big touchdown. Stellato and Tyler Brown, some big catches. Adam Randall was our yardage leader, I think, for the day. And, man, 2 huge catches. He's playing with a broken hand, by the way. He catches with one hand all week. He has a big club, and then they give him a shot and put a plate on it, and he plays on Saturday. And, he's just a tough kid, man. I'm really proud of him. Bo tore his plantar fascia, whatever, which I think is a good thing. I tore mine as well. I don't think we need them. They just hurt. So hopefully that's a good thing. Anybody ever had a plantar fasciitis? That's painful. You know what I'm talking about. Hurts. Yeah. So we'll see. What the status with him is. But man, just a great day. Again, a lot of fun to be a part of it, and special time in the locker room. With those seniors. One last time. We were trying to call a timeout and just give the seniors a chance to soak it in for a second, and our fans weren't cooperating with us. So I think we got a penalty on that. But anyway, great day. Man, North Carolina, they're tough. I tell you, I sure hope Drake May goes pro. He's a dude. I know he didn't have a great day as far as completion today, but he's one of those guys you kind of hold your breath a little bit every time he's got the ball in his hands. He's a really, really good one. But, man, how about our guy Cade Klubnik? I mean, just blossoming and growing right before our eyes, and so many good things today. So, again, 6-1 at home in the Valley this year. So whatever we are, our last 68-3, we've had 2 one-point losses and an overtime loss all the way back to 2013. And our fans are a big part of that, and these kids take a lot of pride here at home. And so really, really proud in how we finished, and now we got to find a way to go finish one on the road. Tough opportunity next week, but excited about it. Look forward to a great week of preparation and a week of Thanksgiving, but just really proud of this team, and thankful to the good Lord for just their hearts, and their will to win, their enthusiasm, the leadership of these guys is on full display today. And I thought our staff, man, they've just done an awesome job battling all year.
Coach, what a difference a year makes for Cade. End of the half, very similar to the Orange Bowl situation where he ran out of time, didn't get a field goal, but he was able to get in the end zone there.
That's the worst play that turned out good ever. Man, I mean, holy cow. Yeah, that was, oh, man. Yeah, we had timeout, we talked about it, like, you cannot run this ball. We got to throw the ball. We got to get the points here. And he made it by that much. I don't even know if you could put a piece of paper between how close it was, but hey, we caught a break. He made a play, but yeah, that would have been, and that field goal was huge, right? I mean, the 3-point game was huge. If we needed the one, and obviously the touchdown was big, but whew, yeah, it's good to be able to coach that with success. So the only worst play was the fake punt. It was the only worst play of the game.
I guess, could you, the thinking on the fake punt, what was it?
Yeah, we went into the game with, if we had 4th and a long one, maybe a 1.5 in between or 2, we were going to call it. And, I got to look at it on tape. I mean, I'm not sure if the guy ran through they didn't replay it, so I never got a chance to see it. But I'm not sure if they ran a guy through the A gap and we didn't cut him off or what. But we thought we had it, and so. Senior day, we dialed up one for Tyler Davis, and it didn't work. But we went into the game, if we got in that situation, we were going to 100% call it. And I think it was long one, and so we were like, well, okay, here we go. So didn't work.
Nate also ran down Walker on that, at the one.
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Did you think he was just charged up with these matchups, this type of game?
You know what? I just think, that kid's a great play. He made a play. Nate got him down, and we got a huge stop there. Was good, but I think he had one catch in the second half. I think. But what I love about Nate is, he gave up a big play, and sometimes that's just some maturation. Those of you who've really watched this kid, from his freshman year, you see a lot of maturation in him. And that's something we've really worked hard on is just, okay, made a great play. Let's stay within ourselves, right? And let's just keep playing. And I just thought he had a lot of poise tonight. I thought he played with a ton of poise, a ton of grit. He stayed focused. That kid's a great player. He made a play. And, we just go on to the next one. But, just great hustle from him. He had a couple big tackles, a couple big plays that he deflected, PBUs as well, and then obviously the interception at the end of the game. But that was just, I thought he, in fact, I told him that after the game. I was just really proud of him. I just thought, because sometimes he can get a little amped, especially when he's playing, some elite dudes. And I just thought he really played within himself the whole game with a lot of poise.
That play he made right up there with Kayvon Wallace at Texas A&M?
Yeah. It was just Kayvon was closer. It was he didn't run like 60 yards. I don't even know how far. That was a long play. And he's gone. He's going to score. It just was amazing. But similar in that it was, I thought, a huge game-changing play. That play that Kayvon, you don't always know at the time how the game's going to go, but that play was huge. It came down to, a 2-point conversion that year. So that play was huge, and then certainly, you win by 11, that's a big touchdown off the board right there. So just awesome. Time of possession, too. What did we have the ball? We had the ball like 38 minutes. And so Aiden, he had 3 punts of 50-plus. We struggled early. We struggled a little bit with the field position, but then we really flipped it, and we were able to win the time of possession. And sometimes you don't really pay attention to that. Sometimes it don't matter, especially if you're scoring a lot. But against Drake May and that offense, man, it matters. And so to have the ball 38 minutes and we were doing pretty good on third down, and then we just had as the game changed in the fourth quarter, we had a few that we didn't convert on. But great job by those guys taking care of the ball down the stretch.
Yeah, North Carolina, I guess, was gaining yards in that first quarter. What did the defense do to kind of flip the switch and say, let's play like we've been playing?
Well, you have to stop the run to be able to rush the passer. And I'm anxious to watch the tape, but we're playing aggressive. We're playing aggressive. We're playing press man, in your face, and we're getting after it. And when you do that, if you're not precise in how you fit the run, they can go a ways. You don't have a lot of guys with eyes, right? And so we missed it. I think Barrett missed a tackle on one. They made a play. Their guy beat our guy. And so you're counting on those plays to be made. Tackling is at a premium when you're playing a lot of man coverage. And we had some spy situations on as well. And, he got outside on us a couple times. He's really good at setting the lanes and letting the play develop and then finding a crease. He's a problem. He does a great job of that, even when you got a guy there. And sometimes, we had a guy looping and he made a play. But we missed a tackle. We misfit a couple, but, they ended up, we settled in. And once we really got going, we stopped the run. And as we stopped the run, we were able to get to him. And, the big play, the third down play, that's one of the things he does best. And we let him scramble outside. And when he scrambles, if you really study them, some of the biggest plays that they have every single game is him scrambling and then finding a guy 50 yards. And that was a heck of a play. And Khalil just, young guy, you got to cover him, until Sunday, whatever. I mean, as long as it takes. And that was a great throw and a big-time play on a third down for him. So that's just what he can do. But the main thing is we settled in on the run. And then right there down in the stretch in the fourth quarter, they popped a couple on us as well, and the quarterback scrambled on us and a couple draws. But that was the key, and the turnovers.
I was gonna say, I think Shipley was calling you old when he said that you keep saying the worm is turning, and he'd never heard that before.
Is that right? Well, hell, I don't know. I mean, y'all have heard it before, so I guess y'all are old too. Yeah, the worm has turned, and hopefully we can continue that trend. It's just awesome to be able to get some takeaways and sacks. I mean, Trotter's had 3 games in a row with a sack, and he almost had he should have had an interception. Khalil was close on one, and so I'm just proud of how those guys are competing on the ball. How about Avion Terrell, man? He made some plays. He made some competitive plays on the ball, and Shelton got in there and had a big play. It was good. Sherry got back. I think he had a PBU tonight too. So it was just good to see those guys making plays on the ball. And AJ was here today, AJ Terrell, so I know he had a great time watching his little brother compete.
The way you guys played today in the back end, is it safe to say maybe this is the best secondary you've had here at Clemson?
Oh, man, you ain't getting me into that. We got a long way to go. I'll be getting emails and calls. We've had some pretty good dudes roll through here, so let's let them grow up a little bit. But they're off to a good start in their career, and I'm really proud of them. We got a lot of guys back. T-Bone, we didn't get him in there on defense today, but it was good to get him back and kind of in flowing a little bit. But I'm proud of these guys, man. I mean, we got a bright future with those guys, and same thing with the guys up front. And hats off to our defense, man. Our staff's done an awesome job. Y'all have heard me say this many times. I mean, they've played well enough for us to be undefeated. I mean, they really have, and I'm proud of them because they've stayed with it. They've just kept battling. They have not pointed fingers. They've just kept lifting their teammates up, encouraging those guys. And they love these guys, and they know. But it's pretty special, to see or to have affirmation of what you think your core values are, if you will, to see them come to light. And, sometimes you just gotta go through some challenges to really see. And, man, these guys have been amazing. I mean, Xavier Thomas, 6 years, and this kid is greased lightning coming off that edge out there. I mean, he is a problem. He is smoking off the field and off that edge, and just seeing them play so hard, just working on their craft, focusing on what they control, and, really, not being distracted by disappointment or maybe things that haven't gone the way we wanted them to. They've just kept playing, and it's just really, really a blessing, and just, I'm thankful for those guys to be able to have tonight, to walk off, and for the rest of their lives, they'll know they won their last game in the Valley. It's pretty special.
Coach, the direct snap to Mafah, I don't think we've seen that before. Were you holding on to that, saving that?
We actually ran a similar play. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, and he bobbled it. I don't know if y'all remember that. We had a direct snap. Cade kind of motioned, but it was a little cleaner today, and he finished it. But we just, wanted to get it in his hands, and we had a nice little call right there, and he finished it. It was a big play. In a big moment in the game.
So you had 24 points in the red zone, and I know that's been an issue from the get-go.
Yep.
Talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, we've been better in the red zone, when we've won the turnover margin. And, I mean, we're going to be when this season's all over, we'll be last in red zone because we've been chasing that since the Duke game. I mean, you have a game like that, you're going to be at the end. I don't care what you do the rest of the year, you're going to be in the bottom. When you miss on all those opportunities that we missed on, and then certainly what we did, with Miami and the turnovers that we've had in those situations, and then we had one again today down in there. So, just proud of them, man. They've battled through it. They've gotten better, and starting to learn how to finish again. You know, and sometimes you gotta have a little pain, you know, to grow, and you have to finish. You have to finish. You got to finish the drive. You got to finish the play. You got to finish the quarter. You got to finish the workout. You got to finish the sprint. You got to finish across the goal line. And you know, this team has put themselves in position to have a really good finish. You know, you can have a great start and not finish well. You know, it's all about how you finish, and you have to learn how to. You know, it's not easy to get to the end of anything that you do, whether it's the end of your degree, you know, anything that you're chasing. It's hard, and certainly in football, and especially when you've had setbacks and adversity along the way to have to keep going. And these guys have really had a lot of resilience, and proud of them for that. So, you know, we had a couple, I don't know, that we're going to get counted misses. You know, then you take a knee a couple times in the red zone or whatever, and those count against you too. We throw those out at the end of the year, but we've not been great, but we've been better down the stretch, and hopefully that can continue. If it does, if we keep winning the turnover margin and doing a good job with this field position and being a good red zone O&D, hey, we're going to be tough to beat. We're tough to beat.
Offensive line played really well the past
Yep. 3
games. I think they had zero sacks.
No sacks. Yep.
So,
Yeah, no sacks. We had 4 on them, and they had none. And just, you know, hats off to those guys. Man, how about Tristan Lee getting after dudes out there? I mean, those guys just fun to watch. They're battling. They're kind of, you know, ham and egging it a little bit together. We're just rolling guys in there and just trying to find the best combination. And this guy will get a little hot hand, and this guy, and we kind of know what we got in Tristan and Blake and Putnam. They're kind of keeping us settled down, and then we're just figuring it out as we go with all the other guys. And it's been fun. You know, they're competing their tails off. They've taken a lot of pride in it, and you know, it's fun to see. It's fun to see.
Was this about the most players you've had available all season? I think you had 5 starters out tonight.
Yeah. I think you know, we still don't have Jay Lou. He's pretty good. You know, we ain't had him in a while. Of course, Antonio's played 4 games all year. Cole, Tink. I mean, we're going Walker Parks, Tate. We got a bunch of them. I think we got about 14 scholarship guys out right now. JP's still out, but Sherry came back today. Had Trey out there today. So everybody we have, even all the redshirt guys, are available the rest of the way. So that's good. That gives us a little bit of depth in how we practice and special teams and all that stuff.
What was the message and just kind of mindset for this senior class, knowing what they accomplished? Kind of a grittier bunch, been through some harder times than previous senior classes, but what was your message, and did you talk to them individually as a group as a game neared?
Yeah. It's been, you know, this is always a fun week, you know, but I just told them, hey, man, take it all in, smell the roses a little bit, but hey, man, let's freaking get to work. You know, it's a great moment, but we need to dominate the moment. We need to finish. It's going to mean a lot more to you if we finish than, you know, all the other pomp and circumstance. And, you know, these guys were really locked in on trying to finish in a positive way. I mean, 6-1 at home in the Valley. I don't know who, Tim or Ross, maybe how many, what was the thing y'all were telling me about 6 wins at home?
13 years in a row. The next longest was 3 coming into the year.
There you go. You know, that's for all the people who think we suck, okay? Say that again. What was it?
13 consecutive years with at least
13 straight years with at least 6 home wins, and the next longest streak is 3. Who is that, by the way?
Coastal.
Okay, well, there you go. So, I mean, it's hard to win. It's hard to win. And so, you know, to see these guys fight like that, it's pretty special. You know, it's not easy to win. I don't care where you play, but our fans get a huge pat on the back for that because the environment is special. It's a tough place to play. It really is a tough place to play, and our kids take a lot of pride in it. Our fans take a lot of pride in it. And so, you know, that's pretty special for them to achieve that, especially with a season that we've had, again, where it's been easy to pout or point fingers or, you know, woe is me. These guys have shown up and they have competed their butts off all year, and that's just a credit to their character and just who they are as young people.
Shipley says told us he has a tough decision to make after the season. What's your advice?
You know, I think it's a decision just because he's got his degree. I think if he didn't have his degree, I think you come back. So I think, you know, he's a dynamic player. I think he's going to be a great pro. I think he kind of, you know, he's a guy that coaches are going to love. He can do so much. I mean, he's a special talent. And like I said, he's just got to decide if he's ready to give up college football, if he wants to take one more shot at it, if he, you know. And so we had a good talk about it, and, you know, he'll have to make a decision. But he'll pray on it, and he'll do what he thinks is best. But, man, this guy, not only has he gotten his degree in 3 years, he's a perfect 4.0. Y'all just try that one on. Although y'all have been to college, right? I think everybody goes to college at some point. I mean, Pete, did you go to college?
I did.
All right, well, good. Where'd you go?
Red Storm, St. John's.
Okay, St. John's. All right, that sounds like a smart school, but anyway, all I know is this guy is a perfect 4.0, and he's graduated in 3 years, and he's one of the highest performing athletes in the country. I mean, how hard is that? I mean, it's just crazy to me to process that. So, you know, he's earned that, and again, through that, I think he's got a decision to make, but it's just a matter of what he wants to do. And we'll be all for him no matter. I hope he comes back. You know, one more little ride with I mean, because we've kind of hit our stride with him and Mafah, right? Like, this is kind of what we're seeing. And some of it is, you know, because they've had games where this guy missed, whatever, but they've kind of found themselves. They both know who they are. They complement each other well, and they're a problem. I mean, it's a problem. I mean, it is a load to have to handle these two dudes for 4 quarters. So I mean, I hope he comes back because I think we got a good team coming back, and he's a great player. But you know, hey, whatever he decides, I'm all for it. And a couple other guys got to make a decision. You know, a guy like Trent Howard. I mean, he's graduating. He's not sure yet. You know, he's another guy I hope comes back. I mean, obviously he's been a big factor for us and has really, really helped us down the stretch. So I hope he will come back for another year. But, you know, you never know. Sometimes these guys, they're ready to get married or they're ready to go on into the whatever's next in life. And so you just don't know what's driving all these decisions. But, you know, I would have played forever. You know, I just loved to play, and I'd have kept playing. I just finally ran out of places to play. So, you know, we'll see what they do.
Have you seen fans jump the gun like that on the end of the game, or like in a meeting in the ball?
No, I hadn't really seen that. That's the first time we've had that in a while. Usually we get a little bit of a chance to go shake hands, but I know it was a little confusing because they thought the clock was running and we called timeout. So that kind of was a distraction. But we were trying, like I said, to just get our seniors just to give the crowd one more little tip of the hat right there, and then finish the game. But I think we got to get Hunter Helms out there too for the last snap, so that was good. But fans were awesome. Coach Brown was great. You know, y'all all know how I feel about Coach Brown, and there's several guys on that staff. You know, Jason Jones is a coach on that staff, and he was playing when I was coaching at Alabama. Obviously, I was one of Freddie Kitchen's coaches. He's on that staff now, and I've known Chizik for a long time. So just a fun day for us, and good to see a lot of familiar faces. And, you know, Coach Brown's done a heck of a job, man. That was a tough game, and again, you know, I've lived that where you're going in to score, and all of a sudden the ball gets stripped, and you're like, what the heck happened? So I've been on both sides of it. I'm glad we were on the right side of it today.
Any chance you might get Antonio back for this week?
I don't possibly, you know, we'll see where he is. Probably not likely, but we do feel good about the bowl game. But, you know, we'll see where he's at Monday.
Coach, all this talk with the seniors, what's been one of your favorite moments of the last few years with them?
Oh man, just you know, being on the practice field, meetings, being on the bus, going to the movies. You know, I mean, this is a fun group. They're good people, and it's a really, really fun group. Ton of I think we're going to have about 30 graduates by the time we get to the bowl game. We got any bowl people in here? Where are y'all from?
Beach.
we got a chance at the Peach? Oh, you came to see North Carolina. Sorry. Okay.
Tax layer people.
I was about to say, I don't think we're going to make the Peach this year, but we appreciate you coming.
They're the tax layer people in the press box.
Okay, that's the Gator Bowl?
Yep.
Okay, well, hey, we got work to do. The more we win, the warmer it gets. That's all I know.
Pop-Tarts Bowl in here anymore.
The what?
The Pop-Tarts Bowl is not here anymore.
Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, it was great.
Dabo, you're always pretty entertaining to watch on the sideline, but I have some great video of you from this game, jumping on guys, you seemed almost giddy at times. Was it extra fun? Because
There were some amazing plays to be giddy about. When a guy's running in for a touchdown and next thing you know, it's your ball the other way. I mean, man, that's some crazy stuff, but it was fun. I mean, I just wanted to enjoy these guys, you know. I really wanted to, I really love these guys. I mean, Rook and TD, man, you know, we might have a junior or two head out early. Putnam, I mean, these guys have just battled. Mickens, it's just, you know, I'm just happy for them, and it's just fun to see them compete. It's fun to see them strain and, you know, just put their heart into what they're doing. And I just, there were a lot of big-time plays. A lot of big-time plays. So just fun day to you know, that's one I'll remember right there. That was a special one. Our backs have been against the wall for, it seems like, you know, forever. I mean, we just keep battling. We just keep battling. And it's again, it's inspiring to be a part of it.
Any questions for Coach virtually? Anybody else in the room? All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you all.
Thank you.